What's cracking, YouTube? Still that cat, the Biz, FishyBizzAquatics, and I'm back with another video. It's been a minute, but my classroom is empty. We're doing virtual learning, and it takes some getting used to. So I was able to get into the room, set up a couple of tanks. I'll show you what we got going on. Made a couple of changes. Let's go. Oh, looking stellar. Blue dragonblood, king of the tank. Iceberg hybrid. Some red shoulder action in there. Lockjaw looking good. It's the all male tank. Hey boys, you don't look so hot back there. You like you getting picked on back there. Better get it together. You better get it together. I know I threw a lot of cichlids at you, so let's look at them a little bit more closely. Alright y'all, so sliding in first is the blue dragonblood. Blue dragonblood is an African peacock cichlid. Scientific name is Edutainment. Originated from Lake Malawi in Africa, and it is captively bred, and there's many variants of it, as you can see. Now, it doesn't stop there, because these next fish all sort of look like the blue dragonblood. So next I said a ruby red, and I said a ruby red hybrid because looking at it, it also has the blue face like the blue dragonblood, but just red in color with the body. Here's another version of a ruby red, and there's many variants of it. Even though technically the ruby red is not a hybrid, it's a line bred from the Malaria Island. It still falls under Edutainment and under peacock. It becomes a hybrid once it starts mating with other peacock cichlids. Also an African cichlid. So it doesn't stop there. I also said iceberg along with the hybrid, which I believe lockjaw is. And I also have the one, if you can see in slow motion, has the blue blaze on the top of his fin that just swam out the shot. So with your iceberg, also place of origin is Lake Malawi, and is usually kept with peacocks, but it's technically a haplochromis or a hap. Haps get a little bit bigger, longer than peacock cichlids, and still have that moderate aggressive behavior and get around same size. Like I said, it can get a little bigger, but they definitely have that all white iceberg color, and definitely have the white blaze that goes across the top of his fin. Should be able to see what I'm saying as lockjaw. Lockjaw, call him that because the top part of his lip is gone, but look at that white blaze going across the top of his fin. Definitely has some coloration on his anal fins, and still has a bluish face, and still is a little bit whiter in color than the other one. So again, that's the reason I said hybrid. Now I also said red shoulder. And when you see the red shoulder, you're gonna look at it like, oh my God, all these fish look almost alike. Well, here's the red shoulder. So the red shoulder is back again with the peacocks, is a peacock cichlid, also hails from Lake Malawi, Africa, and also under the scientific name of Edutainment. You can tell with the red shoulder, it's the red streak behind the gills that give it its name. Most of the males have a solid blue with the orange patch behind their gill plate, and it can stretch to their pelvic fin. Here's another picture of a red shoulder. So you can see the reddish oranges behind the gill plate there, still blue in color, and still very much similar to the blue dragon blood. The ruby red is a little bit more redder in color, of course, but also the whitish bluish of the iceberg. So you can see they can all get mistaken. You kind of got to know, if you're looking for one in specifically, you got to kind of know what you're looking for, because they can very well all cohabitate together, mate together, spawn together, and have hybrid fry. Now right here in the camera, you'll notice I did say another word, fluorescent, and he looks like he's been getting pretty tore up. When cichlids are not dominant in the tank, they tend to color down, or if they're not fighting back at all, it tends to color down. But let's look at the fluorescent real quick. There he is, getting chased right now. Now, granted, you look at it and say, Biz, this fish looks different. It has some popping yellow, and its blue on its face looks a little bit different than the dragon blood blue and the iceberg bluish white. That is a colored up fluorescent, yes, and it looks great. But here is another picture of a fluorescent. So, very different color version than the last fluorescent. Here's even another picture of a fluorescent. So even when you do see the yellow, it still is a little dingier yellow, but still that same blue face, nice tails, fins, and color for that matter. So the question is, yo, Biz, what do you pick? How do you know that you're getting the peacock cichlid, the ruby red, the iceberg, the hab? And my answer probably would be, I don't know. And probably I don't really care. When I go in and I look at cichlids, I look at color. Because as you can see with the different variations of color, you can decide what you want in your tank. I've seen tanks full of icebergs, look beautiful. I've seen tanks full of red shoulders, looks awesome. Ruby red tanks look great. A different array of fluorescents look awesome. Just depends on what you can put on your tank, what gets along with whatever, and who's going to stay colored up. So in the all-male tank with no females to fight over, usually they'll get the best color from your cichlids, but this is just a quick little something just to show you what I've got popping in my all-male cichlid tank. So now it's your turn. Which one will you choose? Leave the comments below. And if you want to see more videos, stay tuned to the channel. Hit the notification bell and consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this. And oh yeah, FishyBizzAquatics at Instagram. DM me if you want a hoodie, t-shirt, or towel. And also, Monday nights, 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time, FishyBizzAquatics live stream. It's going to be a good one. And as always, get at me.